Well, men, women and children are drowning every day as they are attempting to reach out Europe in search for a better future. Now, experts have called out on a rethought process on the European Union policy to help manage the migrant crisis. However, nothing seems to be working, and so remains the option of handling it hands-on. On rescuing and ensuring the safety of these individuals, one organization that has been doing so with the help of other non-profit institutions is the Migrant Offshore Aid Station.
On the 3rd of October, just 10 days ago, more than 5,600 migrants, the highest ever recorded figures this year, were rescued off the Libyan coast. Such operations have become commonplace in the recent months. We discussed this issue this morning with the managing director of the Migrant Offshore Aid Station, a relief organization based in Malta. Please tell us the operations the organization has been carrying out since the start of the year. How can you assess them?
Since the beginning of the year, it's been a busy year for us, particularly towards the end of the year. MOAS, as you know, was the first civil society, sort of private search and rescue venture. Now there are 13 separate civil society vessels in the central Mediterranean area, 2 of which belong to MOAS. And we've been busy on every deployment, sometimes seeing very large numbers. So twice now we have seen 13,000 in a week and 10,000 people attempting the dangerous crossing of the central Mediterranean. It's quite an astounding phenomenon, really, and we are the best that we can with the vessels that we have, with the search capacity that we have, which includes 2 large drones, and in coordination with everybody else, including the Italian Coast Guard at their Rescue Coordination Centre, which is based in Rome.
And how do you carry out your rescue operations? Do you expect to be alerted?
We have 2 vessels that operate on a 2-week cycle. They're based out of Malta, so the vessels will leave here and proceed to the Libyan coast. We tend to operate to the west of Tripoli. Then we will stand off the coast at night, and then before dawn we will move towards the coast. And if the conditions are suitable, we will fly the drones just as dawn is breaking, and that then is the way in which we can extend, if you like, our visual horizon. We can search large areas of the sea for vessels, and the details of anything that we find is then fed back to the Rescue Coordination Centre, and they will task a vessel, which is not always us, to attend to each rescue as the vessels come out. We will find the vessels, we will bring the people off those vessels onto rubber boats or very unstable wooden boats. We'll bring them onto our vessel, and then we either transfer to other vessels for transport back to Italy, or we will undertake that transport ourselves, as directed again by the Italian authorities. When we reach port, we disembark people into the approved Italian asylum systems.
A last question. In your opinion, how can we reduce the deaths recorded in these illegal ventures, especially at the sea?
Approximately 1% of the people who attempt the crossing are known to die. The question is then, how many people do we not know about? So I would say somewhere between 1 and 2%, which is 2 or 3 people on average of every boat actually die, and some boats we may never know about. So the issue is for people to understand that this is a very dangerous crossing, even with this large search and rescue capability. And if that wasn't in place, then many more people would die. The boats that the people smugglers use are not really suitable for long voyages. What is really required is a Europe-wide political solution to this current migrant phenomenon. We don't know what that might be, but from our position, we don't believe that we can hide behind barbed wire or razor wire now. We can't have a fortress Europe because there's half or third or a quarter of a million people in Libya wanting to make that crossing, and they are going to make that crossing. So we're calling overtly for safe and legal ways in which people can undertake the journey without having to go to sea in the first place, without having to take this most dangerous of migrant journeys.
Well, that was Mr. Sweden I'm talking to us from the MOS.